Islanders, a wild story here. The story of an oversold cruise ship. Put yourself in this position. You and your significant other, you work hard. It's spring break season. The kids are out of school. You want to break from reality. You save up your money. You do your research and you roll the dice. You say we're going on the largest cruise ship in the world. We're going to spend the money. We're going to see what this ship is all about. You book it, you pay for it, and you're just a couple weeks away from sailing. And the cruise line, Royal Caribbean, comes back to you and says, I'm sorry, we've oversold the ship. The ship has more cabins than any other ship in the world, can hold more people, but they're having to turn people away. We will share that story with you on the show today. Plus, a mysterious death on the Carnival Sunshine has the FBI researching and investigating what exactly happened. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. A big happy Monday to all you Islanders. We hope you had a great weekend and that your week is off to a great start. Thanks for stopping by the show today. This is Island Time, and I am Derek. It is time that we drop our anchors. We take some time to relax in the islands together, catching up on the latest in cruising and cruise news. Before we do that, I have to thank all of you who joined us last night for our live show. We thoroughly had a blast. We played some new games. We had the Wheel of Fortune, no whammies, stop. We answered questions. We had a chance to give away $100. If you missed the show, go back and watch it. Of course, we will have another live show this Sunday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. But for now, let's get to the latest in cruising and cruise news. This is our last full week of work before we, Amanda and I, take our spring break vacation. Like thousands of families across the United States, it's a time when the kids are off of school. It's a time where everyone can get away. It helps get you through until summer, when a lot of times families take another vacation. But for some families who've invested thousands of dollars, who are excited to cruise on the largest cruise ship in the world, Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas. They've paid what they owe. They've planned for the excursions and their experiences on board. They've looked up videos on YouTube so many times. They're members in Facebook groups trying to learn the ship before they even get on the ship. They're excited about it. Royal Caribbean, they've built the ship. The ship is ready. They've taken the reservations, but they've also let these passengers know that the ship is oversold. Listen to this. The sailing is supposed to take place, the oversold sailing is taking place March the 12th. Look at the date today. March the 6th. March the 6th, you're telling me just a few days away. Passengers were just notified a day or two ago that their upcoming cruise has been oversold, and we need your attention. We need people to get off the ship and go somewhere else. Can you imagine? My first response is no. There's no chance. I want to cruise the largest cruise ship in the world. I've paid my money. I've made my plans. I'm saying no. Let's listen to the options that Royal Caribbean has given passengers, and then we'll talk about an option maybe that you would take, or would you too say no? Listen to this. Royal Caribbean shared this in an email with passengers. We're sorry to inform you that due to an unexpected inventory error, your scheduled Wonder of the Seas March the 12th, 2023 sailing is currently oversold, overbooked. And this is not the first time this has happened on the Wonder of the Seas. It happened December of 2022 as well. Royal Caribbean went on to say, we have 3 great options for you. I can promise you these 3 options are not better than the first option, which is the largest cruise ship in the world. That's where I want to be. Amen. Here's what Royal Caribbean said. We have 3 options for you. You can move if you want to from the biggest, largest cruise ship in the world, Wonder of the Seas, all the way to cruising out of Miami on the Explorer of the Seas. You would still leave March the 12th. Your cruise would go from 7 days to 6 days, but you're welcome aboard a much smaller, built in the year of 2000, Explorer of the Seas. You're welcome to move to a cruise ship that doesn't have all the offerings, doesn't have all the amenities, doesn't have all the bells and whistles, you're welcome to move. Matter of fact, if the price is lower on the Explorer of the Seas, we'll give you the difference of your money back. You're welcome to move to a different itinerary than the one that you had initially booked. I don't think I would be doing that at all. Option number 2 from Royal Caribbean says, if you want to sail the Wonder of the Seas, then you can switch your sail date of March 12th with another sail date on the Wonder of the Seas. You would think that they would open up to all current sailings of Wonder of the Seas, but Royal Caribbean said, if you want to sail the Wonder of the Seas, we're oversold for March the 12th, but, and this is a big but, we would love to have you on board one of 2 sailings. You can only choose from these 2. July the 30th of 2023 at the very tail end of summer going into August when kids are going back in school, or August the 13th when summer is over. School's going back in session. If you would like to move to one of those 2 itineraries, we would be glad to move you. How about no? That's not going to work for us. I'm sorry. Passengers wanted the spring break date. They wanted that break in the spring. Cold and winter is almost over. You're getting your first touch and feel of summer air. It's warming up outside. You want a break from school and reality. No, we're not switching to the end of summer. I already have a summer vacation anyway. No, we're not doing that. Third, Royal Caribbean said, the third option is to cancel your sailing altogether. You've been looking forward to cruising, but no, just cancel it. You're not going to go. If you cancel your cruise, we will give you your money back. We will give you also 100% in future cruise credit so that you could go book another cruise of your choosing, but you're not going on the March 12th sailing on the Wonder of the Seas. I don't think that that's going to take place. No. I'm supposed to... Listen to this. Up until... now, I thought I was cruising in 7 or 8 days. Now you're telling me I can cancel my sailing? No, I'm not doing it. I'm going to tell you right now, I would not take any of these options. I would sit here and I can only imagine that many of the passengers on board are saying, no. And you know how it works. We've seen this with airlines before. Have you ever seen this in an airport? We've overbooked the flight. We're going to give $200 vouchers. Anybody want a $200 voucher? $200? $200? Nope. Nobody wants it. $400 voucher. Anybody? $400? Nope. You've seen it, right? 800, 1,000, 1,200. Finally, someone takes the offer. They take those vouchers. And the same thing may happen in this situation. But Islanders, let me ask you this. Would you be one of those who would raise their hand and say, I'll take one of those options? Because I am not. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And what do you think they will do? What do you think they up the ante as if no one takes the bait? Our second cruise news story on the show today deals with tragedy at sea. Some of you have sailed and had situations like this take place on board. We share this story because so many of you have reached out to us via Facebook. You've commented on other YouTube videos and said, Derek, what is going on here? There's a woman who was cruising on the Carnival Sunshine who has passed away. The FBI is investigating the passing of that woman. The first thing we want to say as part of this story is we hope that she is resting in peace. We send our thoughts and our prayers to her family and her friends and hope that they too find peace. The second thing I will say about this story is we don't know a lot of what's going on yet. I will share what we know, what has been reported, what's Carnival's response, but we just don't know a lot of things yet. This woman and her husband were cruising on board the Carnival Sunshine, sailing from Charleston, South Carolina on February the 27th. It's a cruise that went to the Bahamas. Shortly into the trip, the woman passed away. And it was a couple of days, 2 or 3 days before the ship got to the Bahamas, where the woman's body was actually taken off board in the Bahamas, and locals there are conducting an autopsy on her. Her husband also got off the ship with her in the Bahamas. The ship, of course, continued cruising as a ship would do. Carnival provided assistance to her husband, to her family, made sure everything's okay, and opened things so that if and when an investigation needed to take place, it could. The Sunshine, of course, returned to Charleston over the weekend, and it was then that the FBI, the local office there in Charleston, South Carolina, boarded the ship and investigated this suspicious, mysterious death on board. They went into the cabin, and they're, of course, investigating the cabin, trying to see maybe what happened. Can they put a story together? Carnival has assisted the woman, her family. They tried to, of course, revive the woman, and they're open and helping with the investigation. Carnival had this to say: "We are fully cooperating. This is a matter for authorities in the Bahamas and the Charleston FBI, and we have no further comments at this time. We're not sure what happened to her at all. We just know that she's passed away, and there's a lot of intrigue with everyone online. We wanted to share that story with you. We will keep you posted as details come about, but again, we're praying for her family, her friends, and that peace is around them at this time." Islanders, let's close the show today with this. We talked a lot about cruising in March. Spring break season is here. There are many of you going on vacation. A lot of those vacations involve cruising. That's why you're here. But some of you, you're going somewhere else. Let's close the show by doing this. When is your next vacation? Spring break season is here. A lot of you are going somewhere this month in March. Amanda and I are sailing the Carnival Vista, March the 18th out of Galveston. We're excited about that. We're going to take you with us. The easiest way for you to see our content is to subscribe, ring that bell, and every time I upload a video, you will get a notification that tells you, hey, there's something for you to watch, there's something for you to see, and you can watch that at your convenience. But I ask you, where are you going next? What are the dates? Is it a cruise? Is it a land-based? Is it an all-inclusive resort? Let us know in the comments section below as we cheer each other on while we wait and we wait. The anticipation is fun, though. That is half the fun it is. We hope you have a great day. We'll see you in the comment section below, and tomorrow, right here on Island Time.